genesis of Alderney basically was a discussion with the people at HRM that they really wanted to do something about controlling their energy costs at that complex, which they were just taking over.
It's a fairly fast-track project for something this size, a borehole field of this size. We're talking about doing this in about a 6 to 8 month kind of window.
It's a borehole heat exchanger, but we'll have a regular heat exchanger on the surface as well. So on one side is salt water, on the heat exchanger, that's the ocean side, and then the other side of the heat exchanger is fresh water. So that energy transfer.
And this system ends up being 300% more efficient. So that's when we came up with the conception of energy to exergy. Our hole ends up being 300% more energy efficient than conventional U-tube technology, which is huge.
The one other really distinct advantage that the cooling system has using boreholes is that we can basically use any natural source of cold. For instance, if the seawater is not cold enough, we can use the air. So what we want to do is basically prove the technique for all natural sources of cold and then store it in the ground. Because other people would say, well, what if I don't have an ocean? What if I don't have a river? Well, if you've got cold winter air, you can still use the technique. And so that's one thing the team is basically very interested in.
Also, in terms of the capital outlay, it has an 8-year payback. So to get that kind of return on any investment in this day and age is a great return. And if we can just sort of tap into that just a bit more and get other governments to know that it's out there and possible, then we can all gain an opportunity to, again, showcase our people, our place, and our pride, and show what we can do here at home and the expertise that we have to export around the world.
People talk about green energy, conservation, sustainable resources. It is the wave today. Also, it does make sense financially. So we are optimistic about the future.
This is a culmination of really about 10 years of research and development at a very high level. So it's really it's a local firm as well, which is a great thing for a municipality to really promote environmental companies locally. But with a world-class technology here that we're talking about. We're talking about something that's being done for the first time anywhere in the world. Geothermal, cold energy storage, for direct cooling without the use of heat pumps or refrigerants and things like that.
We're into it about units of quality energy rather than a volume of, dirty fuel energy, if you will.
Basically, this is like a homegrown project. This technique of underground thermal energy storage has been basically around for 20 years, but this unique application to store cold in the ground with concentric boreholes will be the first one in the world.
We do reduce the greenhouse gases, and most importantly, we all have a healthier, vibrant community.
The right thing to do is to stay passive, sustainable, tap into the earth, take and give to the earth in a passive way. I think that's the way to the future.